everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel, and if you didn't see my first video on starting our sinking funds, go ahead and take a look at that to see kind of where we're at with our budgeting journey. But my fiance and I'm 21, they're 23, we have decided that we want to start out with our cash budgeting journey so that we can pay down our student loan debt, not get into further debt, and just really get a good hold on our money in 2020, y'all. So this is my face, by the way, if you didn't see it on any of my social media platforms yet. But I wanted to talk to you today about the benefits of cash-based budgeting versus digital budgeting. So why you should pull some of your cash out of the bank, put that into cash envelopes, into sinking funds, and why it is more helpful than just keeping it all in the bank. So if that's something that's interesting to you, keep on watching.
Hey, this is Editing Rachel, and I just want to throw out there before you start this video, please do not clock me on the lighting change throughout it. I was relying on the sun and she let me down, and I've tried everything I can in post to make it match as much as possible, but like, she doesn't match, so please just go with it. Thank you.
So the first reason that I want to talk about today is the concept of tangible accountability. So if you're paying for everything with digital money, you're using a credit card, debit card, Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, however you're paying, you're not pulling out cash, counting that, and handing it over. And swiping can get really addictive. I mean, that's kind of the main reason a lot of people are in credit card debt. It feels intangible. It feels like something you can just keep swiping and worry about later. And then you go and you look and you're like, where did all my money go? And you can go back and look at all those payment stubs, but you weren't able to kind of predict that beforehand. With cash-based budgeting, with using cash envelopes, especially for your weekly expenses, so think of groceries, think of toiletries, think of household items, think of anything that you need to spend money on a weekly basis or want to, and make an envelope for that. And then if you have cash in there, once the cash is gone, the cash is gone. And it's much easier to physically see, like, oh, there's only $5 left in that envelope. Like, I can't keep swiping because there's only $5. And when you're out, you're out. Like, there's no putting it on a credit card, there's no like, I'll just go into overdraft, like it is a lot more of a tangible way to keep yourself accountable for how much you're spending. So that is reason number one why cash-based budgeting works and can be more beneficial. Number two is kind of just a sense of empowerment. So you think about the fact that you, for the most part, are going out and like doing these jobs and putting your labor and putting your time and putting your energy into jobs to earn your paycheck. Getting to take some of that paycheck as tangible cash and really just be able to see visually the money you're making instead of just a number on a screen or an ATM can be really empowering. It can really help you to see the power of your money and why it can be really, really important for you to save that money and not just spend it on a Starbucks coffee every single day or going to Target and buying whatever looks good. Because at the end of the day, like, that money is powerful, and the fact that you earned that and you can take that and put that into that envelope and you can see all that money lined up on your desk before you stuff your envelopes, you can say like, damn, like, I really earned all that cash right there. I don't want to be throwing it back into the world. That's mine. So that is another reason why cash-based budgeting, say that again 3 times fast, my God, can be really beneficial, because you're seeing all of that cash laid out. You're really seeing the impact of your money, and you're deciding, tangibly at that moment where you want it to go. Reason number 3 why cash-based budgeting works the best, in my opinion, is you're able to save for a lot of different categories without having to open a bunch of different bank accounts. If you think about the bank that you bank with currently, if you do bank in a bank already, there's probably a minimum fee on your accounts in terms of you have to have a minimum balance or you have to pay that monthly fee to them. And if you're going to have a bunch of different accounts, as we do with our sinking funds, that would be 12 different accounts that I have to keep a minimum balance in. And that ain't gonna work for me. So being able to use cash and save as much as I wish to per week into these accounts and not have anybody else managing my money for me is another perk why cash-based budgeting works well for our family. And by our family, I mean me, my fiance, and our cat. And on that same note, you're able to have these sinking funds and you're able to change them up very frequently. If I decide we don't need a sinking fund for date nights anymore, I can go ahead and take the money out of that, put it somewhere else, and then it's gone. There's no need to worry about closing an account or dealing with fees or dealing with any type of thing with anybody but yourself, honestly. If you even think, not even just with the bank, it's just you really don't have to deal with anybody who's not involved with the situation directly, which gives you a lot of power with your money. And reason number 4 goes directly off of reason number 3 in the sense that it puts you in the power position with your money. That money is your money, girl. You better take that money, you better put it where you want it, and you better not waste a single dollar of it. So point blank, period. That's why I like cash-based budgeting. You know exactly how much money you're spending in every single category. There's no way for you to decide that you need that pair of shoes still, because if that clothing envelope is empty, girl, what are you going to take it from groceries? You don't want to consciously do that. But if it's all coming out of the same debit card or credit card, it's pretty easy to convince yourself to do that. And number 5 is kind of the overarching reason that all the other reasons come from, which is just flexibility. You're able to have flexibility in the way you're saving and spending your money. You're able to move around how much money you're putting into different accounts. You're able to decide if you no longer need to save for something or if you need to start saving more for something. You're able to change things whenever you want on a cash-based budgeting system. And I mean, that's the beauty of it. It is made for you, and it can change for you too. So if you have an income change, if you have a new job, if you lose a job, you're able to change it, and it should always be able to work for you. That's the beauty. So those are the 5 reasons why I switched to a cash-based budgeting system for savings especially, and for weekly expenses. Again, I am not saying that having credit cards and having bank accounts have no merit. I have both of them, and I definitely think it's important, especially as a young adult. If you do not have a credit card, you should definitely get one, but do not let your balance build up. Listen to me. Do not spend $1 on that credit card that you do not currently have in your checking account. Do not. The only reason you want that credit card is to start building your credit score up, because it's already taken a hit if you have student loans, so we know. Having that though really helps you build your credit score. So that's a reason you should have a credit card. Not to accumulate debt, not to buy things frivolously on, but put like one of your automatic bills that you need to pay on there. And then make sure you're budgeting that amount out directly from your paychecks to pay it off. That's a second reason why I think online banking tools are helpful for certain reasons. Most bills nowadays are automatic. I don't write a check to pay for any of my bills, not my utilities, my rent, nothing. Everything comes directly from my account. So I totally agree with budgeting those things to come directly out of my account, but at the things you can save, like Christmas, like my wedding, why not do that in cash when it gives me so much more flexibility with my spending? So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this gave you some kind of insights as to why this is the way I want to budget and why a lot of people follow this system. Obviously, everybody has their own reasons for why they budget the way they do, spend their money the way they do. But this is just what's working for my fiance and I. So if you have any further questions or want any more insight about this method, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'm going to try to be posting on Mondays and Fridays of every week, so keep a holler out for me. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and make sure you check out last Friday's video about our sinking funds if you want to learn a little bit more about exactly how much money we are starting these funds off with. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful. Please give this video a like if you did find it helpful, and share it with your friends who are trying to get their money back in their pockets. And have a great rest of your day. Bye! Mwah. Mwah. To all of you and your money. Get your bag.